There we go. And we back live, man.
Starting with the insane case of Taven Galanakis.
I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
19-year-old student Taven was stopped by Newton Police's officer Nathan Winters for a problem with his car's lights. After Galanakis explained what was going on with his lights, the officer started asking for the car's papers and began questioning him.
Hi there.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Good.
My name's Officer Winters with the Newton Police Department. The reason I pulled you over is because you have your bright lights on.
Yeah, I have a headlight out, so I just keep my brights on.
Okay, well that's not legal.
Oh, is it?
No.
Yeah, I turn when a car comes by, I turn them off. But like,
Well, you did with me.
oh, you weren't close enough though. You're a while
It
back.
has to be within 500 feet.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
And you're not supposed to have your brights on in the city limits.
My fault.
You got your license, registration, insurance.
Yeah,
with you?
yeah, I got you.
Is this your car?
Yeah,
Okay. Where are you headed?
back home.
Where's home? You new to town or something?
No,
Where are you coming from?
friend's house.
Okay. Anything to drink over there?
Need one of these right here?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good start. That's the registration. Alright, that'll work. I'm gonna have you hop out with me, okay?
Cool.
These questions might sound innocent
Fuck am I
enough
getting
at
out the
first,
car
but
for?
once Galanakis replied, the officer jumped to one conclusion. It's essential that officers base their actions on observations and facts, not bias or assumptions. If an officer's actions are motivated by bias, it could be a violation of a person's civil rights. But Officer Winters obviously doesn't get that. Once Galanakis handed over the car's papers, the officer told him to step out of the car and asked him a crazy question.
Do me a favor, put your gum on your dash there.
Oh my god, my dad.
Yeah, perfect. We're gonna go back here, okay?
What the
Cool.
fuck?
You don't have anything on you? No bombs, guns, drugs?
No bombs or no drugs.
Okay, let's go back here.
The accusations slowly started becoming more and more pointed. Now, baseless accusations like the ones being thrown around by Officer Winters violate the Fourth Amendment. It states that any officer needs to have credible evidence or probable cause when accusing someone of a crime and arresting them. But Galanakis, realizing that Officer Winters was trying to trap him, immediately asked to take the breathalyzer.
And so does the odor of alcohol coming from your person.
Great, let's do a test and
Get to the test.
I can't wait. So what happens if, nothing pops up? Do you get in trouble?
No. Why would I get in trouble?
Because you think I'm drinking, but I'm not drinking. Can I record it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Officer Winters thinks I'm drinking tonight. We're about to do a test, and he's gonna find out I have nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid.
Galanakis was so sure of himself that he even made a video in the car.
Good
Winters
job.
then took the team through a bunch of useless sobriety tests instead of just doing the breathalyzer and getting a clear answer.
So let's go up on the sidewalk here and I'll talk with you up there, okay? I'm gonna have you stand with your heels and toes together.
That be on some
On your
bullshit.
side.
What's the
Check your
deal?
eyes. Okay,
What's
what
that
I want
word,
you to do is
man?
follow my finger with your eyes and your eyes only and do not move your head, okay?
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
Nope.
What color are your eyes?
Hazel.
Hazel, do they ever change colors?
Nope.
Okay, not that you know of. Can you see my finger clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hey, look, what type of question is that?
How many more we got?
This test is about 2 minutes long. We're gonna use this one. Stay in this position until I tell you to begin, okay?
Jace, what's the deal, my boy? How you been? It's been a long time since I've been on here, I ain't gonna lie. You been gone, I've been gone. I ain't really been going live like that. Sismo been going live, but I've been uploading shorts. Go make sure y'all go check out that Don't Scuff My Buffs Part 14. And how you been though?
Hands too easy. Let's do the breath count.
Seeing no point in doing all of this, Galanakis asked the officer to do a breathalyzer test again. But again, he didn't listen, earning him an insult from the team.
You a rookie, bro. This your first year?
No.
No way.
No.
It's definitely his first
When
year.
I say begin, I want
How
you...
many false accusations you got?
0.
It's about to be your first.
This sort of behavior suggests only one thing. He'd figure out that Galanakis was not under the influence, but since the stop had gone on for so long, he was trying to somehow validate the stop's legitimacy. Police officers can choose which sobriety test to use and in what order, even if a driver asks for...
What up, though? See the crib. On the motherfucking live, what's the deal? There wasn't nobody over there when I went over there. You said he wasn't where?
I said, it's still
Right. Hell yeah. Hell no, my son, nigga, I went and got something to eat. Came back to the crib, I ain't gonna lie. Where you at though? You about to pull up on the mechanic nigga? I feel this shit. You about to pull up on Hella? Yeah, I'll meet you over there. I'm already here. Alright. My bad. But damn, Brody, what you got grounded for, man? You can't be getting grounded, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else, what's the deal?
For a breath test right away, the officer doesn't have to do it immediately. However, if an officer keeps ignoring this request without a good reason, to think that the driver's drunk, it can look like they're wasting time. The NHTSA recommends officers should aim to use the most effective methods to determine if someone is driving impaired. Winters, who at this point was basically grasping at straws to hold the team for any reason, asked Galanakis why he was
grasping at straws.
but
I ain't never
he
heard
forgot
that.
one important detail.
Alright, during this, keep your arms down your side. Why are you shaking so much?
It's freezing, man. Look at you. You got all these clothes on, and I got shorts on and it's raining. And you false accusing me, so of course I'm gonna be a little nervous.
I wear shorts when it's 30 below.
Congratulations.
30 below.
Gave another sobriety test, and Galanakis quickly went through it for the third time. He then asked for the breathalyzer again, but Winters, as expected, went on to administer yet another useless test. At this point, I think this guy's just making things up, and Galanakis probably thought so too.
I'm like, I'm not doing no
1
fucking
hour
test,
into the
nigga.
stop, Officer Winters got the device.
Let's blow real quick. Stop doing all these damn tests. Let's blow. Let's get to business.
Let's go to the front of the car here.
Do this blow. 0-0. Ready for it? If it's possible to get negative, that's the idea.
I hate the police, bro. They be on some bullshit.
Alright, what I want you to do is make a tight seal around this and blow outwards like you're blowing up a balloon, okay?
Cool.
Alright.
You ready?
Yep. Okay, you can relax. So I'm going to read you Miranda, okay? Right now you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
Now, the officer
Wait a
expected a
minute.
result that would back up his suspicions and was already informing the teen of his Miranda rights before the results showed up. And since the breathalyzer showed that Galanakis was, in fact, not an...
Damn, bro. That's crazy. Damn, Brody, I'm sorry to hear that, gang. He said, was it at least a good fight? Say she grounded you for a month, my
Under the
boy.
influence,
Shit.
Officer Winters decided
That's
to
a
pull
long ass
another accusation out of thin air.
When's the last time you smoked weed?
I do not remember that.
Tonight?
Oh,
Okay, well, I think it's tonight.
I've had no weed tonight. What? Why do you think it's tonight? Why do you think I smoke? I blew zero, so now you're trying to think I smoke weed. That's what's going on. You can't do that, man. You really can't do that.
Absolutely I can.
Is he allowed to do that?
Even though Winters claimed he had a reason for Galanakis' arrest, he admitted something else over the phone.
I stopped this guy for having his brogues on. He fumbles around with his registration 3, 4, 5 times. He bombed sobriety. He says he'll do an evaluation, but he's kind of a smart ass.
Galanakis was arrested and taken to the police station.
What?
Almost 2 hours after the stop, a drug test proved that, surprise, surprise, Galanakis had nothing in his system, and the team decided to finally give this bad cop a piece of his
Alright,
mind.
gang.
Yeah, boy, what's going on?
So, I just want to know, like, how does it feel?
How does it feel for what?
Remember when I told you when you first pulled me over? I had nothing to drink. He's gonna look stupid. But we just gotta do better than that. We just gotta do better than that. I deserve a apology.
A few weeks after the incident, Galanakis shared on Facebook and YouTube versions of the body camera footage of the traffic stop and got the last laugh.
Stay back.
I'm going in my house.
Stay back.
I'm going.
If you try to come past me, you're gonna go on the ground face first. You understand me?
On September 29th, 2019, a disagreement broke out between two teens on a gas-powered bicycle in a Park City, Utah community, and a noisy neighbor decided to call the police. By the time the two Parkland City officers reached the scene, the spat had ended and...
I ain't gonna lie, I seen this one already. Damn, chat. Man, make sure y'all tap back in. I'm about to shoot around the corner real quick, man. Hit that sub button for your dog, bro. We on the way to 500. Join that club, man. Hey. And try these motherfucking chicken nuggets from Taco Bell. These bitches is fire. Oh my